Hey everybody, it's season 4. Do you know what's different about season 4? The episodes are twice as long. What does that mean? It means more Twilight Zone to watch, even though the season is half as long. So it's the same amount of Twilight Zone to watch. I don't know how the expanded episodes are going to affect the stories. Maybe they can fit more story in. Maybe there's more padding. It could work either way. Sometimes, with the previous 104 episodes, I felt like, some stories, I wish that was expanded a bit more. I wish we could have had more of that. Sometimes I'm like, checking the watch, Sometimes I'm like, I get it. No need to continue. So I'm expecting for these 18 episodes, 9 of them I'll be like, And the other 9 I'll be like, hey, I'm glad we had more time to breathe with this idea. Anyway, the first one's called In His Image. Last time, there was a murderer. Except, it wasn't in the ways you might think. This murderer had a specific modus operandi. They would incept ideas into people's heads, and years later, those ideas would cause their deaths. Trust me, that's what happened. Check it out. So let's see what In His Image means. Is it in the Lord's image? Is it in the image of Leonardo da Vinci? Let's watch it. Let's see. It's a door.
You unlock this door with the key of imagination. Beyond a dimension of sound. A dimension of sight.
Shit.
You've just crossed over into the Twilight Zone.
Okay. Just cleaning up all the blood, mister. Don't mind me. I work long hours. Ooh, an antique store. We know all about those. Genies, cameras. And we've seen turnstiles before in Mind in the Matter. Oh, don't do it, dude. Don't do it. Nothing coming. Ooh, aliens. Oh, I know this guy's face. Oh, shit. Hey, hello.
I didn't hear you.
Are you an alien?
You look sick. My husband looked like that just before he died.
Oh.
No, I'm all right.
You don't drink, do you?
No.
Occasionally.
I told him it was the devil's work, and you can see where he is now.
Everybody likes a drink every now and again.
The devil's all around us, mister. All around us,
In the subway?
We don't fight him. We suffer eternal torment. Do you read the book?
Yeah, the good book. Yeah, of course I do.
Oh, yes, all the time.
You sure you're telling the truth now? We may be a mile underground, but he hears every word.
Mile underground?
Leviticus chapter 5, verse 2.
Is that the one about...
You're perfect.
Don't you want to be saved?
No, I just want to be left alone.
Yeah,
We're never alone,
leave me
young man.
alone.
Don't you know? But we got to be saved
Oh,
first.
Someone's got out in front of this.
Read it. Listen to me, mister. It's salvation I'm talking about. No,
He's gonna...
no.
Although Alan Talbot doesn't know it, he's about to enter a strange new world.
Is it the Twilight Zone, Raj?
It's called the Twilight
Never heard of it. Never heard of it. What was he doing down there? Was he gonna jump? And then he saw this lady and he's like, maybe I should just get rid of her instead? Maybe if I just started killing people, the world wouldn't be so bad? Who is he? He's from a different episode. It'll never come to me. Oh, I know him. I know him. He's in The Chaser.
I'm sorry to bother you, ma'am, but if you buy a 10-year subscription to the Ladies' Home Companion...
They're a couple.
No, thank you very much.
Do you want some glove cleaner?
Hi.
Hi.
How come so late?
Who's late?
The trains, not running on time.
Because now it's almost 6.
6? Oh, shit, it is. We're just missing time.
Yeah, but I don't understand. Are you sure?
What? Us getting married?
Yes, I do. I am a spinster, well over 20 years old.
Oh,
And I am sound of mind.
well over 20.
I'm going to visit a town for the purpose of meeting and impressing a woman I've never heard of before.
Your mother?
The purpose of marrying a guy I've known for exactly 4 days.
Shouldn't you know more about me or something?
4 days?
Like what? I know your name is Alan Talbot.
Yeah, but I just killed a woman. How do you feel about that?
Do you think I'm going to like Corville?
Sure.
Only if you happen to like great little towns full of warm, friendly people.
Oh, no. Ugh.
Well, and you'll love Aunt Mildred. Now, come on, quit stalling.
Aunt Mildred? We're not going to see your mother? Oh.
No, it isn't right. Send me back.
What the hell's going on? Is this a simulation? There's something's going on.
Alan,
Alan, wake up.
you having a nightmare?
I'm just going to drown you in this lake.
Who's Walter?
We keep him locked in the cellar. I don't like to think
Oh,
about it.
shit.
Alan, you idiot.
You and your
I
stories.
don't know any Walter. You want me to drive?
What an interesting spot to stop on. With the boat and the lake.
I used to play here when I was a kid. Every time I ran away from home, I got just about this far. Hey, you see that road?
Okay. See, this is what they can do with an extra 25 minutes. You can set up an episode. You can give it more space. You're not just straight into it. So far, so good.
Oh, Alan, it's lovely.
They got an ice cream parlor and a magazine store from here, and the library's down on Oak Street. And over there,
What is that building? Do you know what that is?
No.
You've never seen it before.
well, either I've got the worst memory in the world, or they put up a new building.
Yeah, it's a new
In
building.
1 week?
Oh yeah, it's only been a week since he was here. It's where the aliens are. Source of the transmission?
I'll take in the hotel and buy you a cup of coffee.
Something I can do for you folks?
So where's the restaurant?
Never had one here.
Oh,
Just a
what?
hotel.
What the what? Is this the right town? Are you in the right reality? Wow.
Are you sure this is the right town?
Of course I'm sure. It's as though 20 years have gone by. Everything's different.
Who are you and why am I missing time? There's so many things going on in this episode. I actually don't know what's going on in this episode. Did you see that part where he killed the woman?
Come on.
Is this where Aunt Mildred is? Hey, I met this woman 4 days ago and she wants to get married. Who are you? Don't recognize you. Key don't work.
Oh, she must have a lock from the inside. She's hard of hearing.
Some guy is going to answer to the door. Yeah?
Oh,
Where's Aunt Mildred?
so I happen to live here.
I live here. I've lived here for 9 years.
9 years.
I don't know anybody named Mildred, and I don't know you either. Wait.
This must be weird for her. If she's not in on it, must be very strange for her. Oh, what are we...
What would you do if you found some stranger living in your house? Call the police.
Hi.
Yeah, hello. Is this where the police live?
Would you tell Mrs. Cook I'd like to use the phone, please?
Oh.
I'm sorry Mrs. Cook doesn't live here. She died.
Oh, she did exist, though.
3 years ago, I think.
Okay.
I had lunch with Agatha Cook a week ago, just before I left for New York. Jess,
I don't understand.
I don't know what's going on.
He used to find a newspaper with the day's date. If it says 1980-something, he's gonna freak out. That's the only thing that makes sense to me.
Over there, that 4-story building, you see it?
Nope.
My office is on the 2nd floor. Well, maybe they moved it.
I'd like to not get married to you. You're crazy. There's so many possibilities. It's crazy. You could be dead. You could be in a simulation. You could be an alien. Oh, there's the cops. It could be the future.
You said it was as though Corville had aged 20 years.
Yeah.
What if 20 years have gone by?
That doesn't hold up for a lot of reasons. And the university I work for, dear old Courville U, doesn't even exist. It never existed.
No. That changes everything.
What about your aunt?
There's not a trace of evidence that a Mildred Talbot ever lived here.
She doesn't exist.
Where to now?
I don't know.
Cemetery.
I'm used to getting answers by now. What minute are we on? Minute 20. Should be wrapping up any time soon. But I'm more confused than ever.
My parents are buried here. I can just find their graves. Talbots have been buried in that plot for over 50 years.
Let's have a look. Oh shit, the cops are on. They're following him. Thought you didn't know anybody called Walter.
This man says you caused a disturbance at his house.
I just knocked at his door.
Yes, I made a mistake. I'm sorry.
You satisfied?
Well, as long as he owns up to it.
That's the end of it.
Go on back to the car.
I just wanted him to admit it.
You want to tell me what you're doing in Kerrville?
You're the sheriff? What happened to Carl Jasperson?
He's the man I replaced.
He's my godfather. Where can I find him?
He's dead. He's over here.
Over there. Is he kin to Walter Ryder?
He did mention Walter. In his dreams.
I don't know. Let's go, Alan.
I think the problem is with him. That's my going theory. It's not the world, it's him.
There's a rational explanation for all this, Steve.
How did you fall in love with me in 4 days? Can you explain that?
Put it down, Alan. Wrong, Walter. Wrong.
Hurry, stop the car!
Look out, you'll kill me with that.
Did you kill somebody?
Jess, can you give me a hand?
Don't kill her! He's got a rock! Run, Jess!
No! Jess, get away from me!
Alan, let me help you.
No, I'll see you later at your apartment.
Run! You'll end up like Walter. Oh, he's coming after her! Drive! Drive! She got away. Well, I hope this is the cops to take him away to the loony bin. You're not the cops. You're just some dude who's about to get rocked. You okay, mister?
Mister?
Oh, is he a robot? Oh shit, he's a robot. So he just thinks he's somebody? He was created in the image of somebody?
How come you were wandering around out there in the middle of nowhere?
I just like to walk sometimes.
I don't know.
I need backstory. I need the whole thing. Just give me the whole story. How did he end up here? Why doesn't he remember? Did he kill Walter? What's with the missing time? Oh, mirror people, shit. Don't confuse me. Is that her?
What happened?
Just got a ride back.
I'm not sure. Look, Jess, why don't you just forget about me?
I'll be at the hotel to pick you up at 9:30.
Okay. Bring a scientist?
You'd do that after everything that's happened?
I didn't plan on falling in love with you. But I did.
Ooh, what is this, the Bible? White pages? Ooh, is this the son of the person in the grave? Do they lock their door? Is he gonna look like him?
Hello, Alan.
Yeah, it's definitely him. Yep.
I've been waiting for you.
How long has it been? A week since I escaped from your lab? Hey, you're me.
By the way, you almost killed me with those scissors. It's a shame you didn't.
What?
Oh, I see. You've been to Corville, haven't you?
Yeah, it's all different. He's going to tell us the backstory?
Exactly 8 days ago. You were born here in this house.
Created? Thanks.
Look, I'm in no mood for jokes, mister. This whole thing is a joke.
This is
Well, I'm not laughing.
done very well.
Would you get to the point? What do I need to tell you?
Everything?
Who am I? Nobody at all. Who is the refrigerator in the kitchen?
You mean Tommy?
I created you, Alan. Is that straight enough for you? I eat, I drink, I sleep.
I met a pretty lady. Maybe she can hook up with the real one. The cynic. The drunk.
I want you to come with me. Where?
Where are we going?
Well, let's call it the delivery room.
Oh, his lab? Did you need lightning? It's a whole Frankenstein thing. Tried to kill his creator with the scissors.
Your birthplace.
What's under here? Another one? Oh, it's the Pac-Man lights. See? Here they are. They've been on spaceships.
Turn it off! Over here, Alan.
Here, it's a replacement head, just in case. Ooh.
Your brothers. I can't tell you how many times I failed and had to start over again. How could the brain be duplicated with all its subtleties? What do you mean you decided to use yourself? Just that. My own memories went into the cells. And some of my knowledge. For your past, I gave you my memories of the town. I left Courville 20 years ago.
Yeah, 20 years old.
Well, Aunt Mildred.
That explains
all the old ladies
that.
I've ever known rolled into one. What's wrong with me? I'm not sure. Whatever it is, it's wrong with me, too. We're all potential murderers, Alan, all of us.
Do you ever want to kill a woman in a subway station?
To put it even clearer, Alan, you're insane.
Hey, well, get a rock.
I told myself I wanted to make an artificial man. Everything I wished I was, my creation would be.
I get it.
There's somebody else, Walter.
There's a
A
woman.
girl. We were going to be married next week. Is she pretty? Pretty, intelligent,
She's great.
and lonely. You sure you can't fix me? Even if I could, it wouldn't solve your problems. The girl would find out eventually. You're going to create another Alan Talbot.
Oh.
This one's going to be right. And he's going to walk out of here tonight, and he's going to marry a girl named Jess. Well, I don't understand. You give me a pencil. Now, this is her name.
Jess?
An address.
Oh.
What's the matter, Alan? What is it?
It's the compulsion to kill.
Now, you take it.
Quickly now.
Take it and get out.
Quickly.
Now.
Shit, which one of them survived? Maybe that's the... We don't know which one.
Who is it?
Like I belong to the junior woodchucks, and,
I brought you flowers. He's all dressed up. Which one is he?
Why are you looking at me like that?
I've been so worried.
Whatever happened, forget that.
Yeah, it was a different man yesterday.
Okay. You promise to tell me about it someday.
Oh, yeah, when you're on your deathbed and I still look the same,
Now, will you fix me a cup of coffee?
I'll tell you all about it. Oh. Is he... Which one? The scar or the bandage? Oh. The robot is the one that died.
There may be easier ways to self-improvement, but sometimes it happens that the shortest distance between 2 points is a crooked line through the Twilight Zone.
So the moral of this story is, if you want to create a better version of yourself, if you're feeling like this version isn't working, just decide right then and there, put on your best suit, and just be that person. Live happily ever after. The only thing, the weirdest part of this episode, A, not the missing time. B, not the woman who mysteriously appears beside him in the subway out of nowhere. 3, not the guy whose house... Okay, so you're in a house, okay? It's your house. Somebody knocks on the door. He's like, "This is my house." And you're like, "Get out of here. Get out of here." What do? Call up the cops. Try and find the person who knocked on your door. And then just to get him to admit it. Once he admits it, you're like, "Oh, well, that's all I wanted. See you later, Sheriff." That was weird. No, but that's not the weird part. It's not the, I lost my train of thought. That's not the weird part. The weirdest part is Jess. That, having known this robot version of Walter for 4 days, is ready to marry him, go meet his aunt in the country, and she's so desperately in love with him that even when he's acting crazy, even after that visit to that place where everybody's like, you don't live here, we don't know who you are, even after he goes crazy in the woods and it looks like he's about to kill her, shouting all sorts of things, she welcomes him back with open arms. What's going on in her life? Why is she just so desperate for companionship? Now I know she's over 20, and I know time is ticking, but come on. So that's the only weird part of the episode. So yeah, this is the first of the longer episodes. I felt that it worked in the first half and didn't work in the second half as a longer episode. Building up the mystery, great. Dragging out the end part of that, not so great. So finding that balance with the extra time, that's the key, I think. And I'm still hopeful about this extra time, because the first half was really intriguing and really kept me guessing. Then when it turns out he's a robot and he was created, once he meets his creator, that's end of episode, you know? I don't care after that. The long explanation. Sure, I wanted to know the story, but, just wrap it up. It's done. It's done. Yeah, so that was In Its Image. Season 1 of Episode 4. Next time, we have the 30 Fathom Grave. The 30... Am I reading that right? 30 Fathom Grave? That seems like a... Wait a second. I take it all back. It's not Jessica. That's not the weirdest part of the episode. The weirdest part of the episode is the woman in the subway saying that it's a mile underground. A mile? What did they... Are they start digging to the centre of the earth for the subway system? What are they doing? A mile. She was crazy. I would have thrown her out too. You don't know your distances. Anyway, I'll see you next time for the 30 Fathom Grave. Grave, spooky. We've had a grave episode. It was the wind. The wind did it. See you next time.